backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And and then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
What a fast thinker on defense. Conley excels at prying and clawing the ball away from the opposition.
Here's Morant. Passes to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. Gobert pulls it in.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Here's Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open, and it's blocked.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
Mitchell's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner, fires from deep, hits it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game. Mitchell's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in.
Just to make him a little more unstoppable, Morant's developed a deadly teardrop.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Count it.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points last game. Outside Conley, 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. He goes up again. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
That's a high-level finish for Morant, showing more strength than he's really giving credit for.
The Grizzlies have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Moutier, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
O'Neal comes with the double team. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. That one drops for him.
I love seeing Brooks take these quick shots. I mean, he's skilled at realizing when he has room to get them off.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Well, it tells you a lot about who was the more aggressive team. I mean, they should have that same exact attitude tonight.
While we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
On defense, the Grizzlies, 3-point lead. To end the run. Up again. Not going to go that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the dunk by Jackson.
But this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Moutier finds Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
3 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. The Jazz again can't hit it. Memphis with the ball. A nice run going 12 in a row. Pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
And the Jazz call time here.
You know what? I talked to Jaren Jackson this summer, and he told me he grew another 2 inches. So let's just call him around 7 foot right now with the 7'5" wingspan. Jaren Jackson, the perfect physique for today's defensive big. He can protect the paint and maneuver outside.
And now a look at Emmanuel Moutier here. Last season's performance for him. He was around 14 points a game last year. 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. Tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
He did play power forward in Michigan State and the NBA, but what's Jaren Jackson's long-term position, you think, in this league, Chris?
Well, you know what? I think he can play the 3, the 4, and the 5 with his shooting. Now, he's still experiencing guarding shorter players, and he's getting used to it, but moving his feet serves him well.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about... very strange.
Here's Moutier. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Gobert the pass to Moutier. And here is O'Neal. Back to Moutier. And there's the pass to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. And here's Winslow. And it goes down 2 points. Winslow's got his second bucket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 7. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
It's stolen by Moutier. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Moutier with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Bogdanovich for 3.
Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots.
And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Winslow. 10 points for John Morant.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Now here's Morant, defended by Moutier. Now Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now, here is O'Neal. 9-point game. Jackson against Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Winslow against O'Neal. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Moutier dishes to Mitchell. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Brooks. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-point game. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, here's Moutier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jazz passing it around. And that one hits back iron.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now here's Winslow. He's got 6. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Memphis lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here. That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Jazz trail by 12. Let's a floater go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah.
Timeout.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick. Checking out some numbers for Gobert. Last season, he played outstanding. First in field goal percentage, third in blocks, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Rudy Gobert, third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. The shot's good. Brooks has got his second basket.
With agile hands and precise timing, Brooks gets the fast break started with a quality defensive effort.
Clarkson against Brooks. To end the cold streak. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of
take a break.
That's just your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job. Okay, we don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell, and he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got 11.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Jackson trying to break free. And that one's good. Morant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mitchell outside. To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's 13 points for Donovan Mitchell. Brooks outside. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Jackson passes to Brooks. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Clarkson's running.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Morant, covered by Mitchell. Passes it to Valanciunas. Over Gobert. No good from Valanciunas.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Clarkson. Back to Mitchell. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gobert finds Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Jackson.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Now, here's Mitchell, guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Off with the layup. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Grizzlies lead by 11. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league, and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Conley. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 guard. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Grizz, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him, throwing a oop. I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, "I'll get you an easy one, big fella." And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, "Hey, wait a minute. Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them," and he would pass it to them. And then the next play say, "Now it's your turn. You're open," because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that'll say, "Hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play."
It's stolen by Gobert. One-on-one here. Here's Bogdanovich. The rebound by Anderson.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Inside. Here's Valanciunas. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket of the night. Jazz trail by 11. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Gobert with the defensive effort.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Oh, the floor's general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Utah. Bogdanovich against Jones. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. Jones has got his first points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside, Bogdanovich. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Stolen by Michael Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Jackson.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Now here's Valanciunas. He has 6. The shot, no good. To the paint, here's Clarkson. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Passes it to Anderson. Lets it fly. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Back to Jones. Anderson against Bogdanovich. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Conley against Jones. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Conley dishes to Clarkson. The 11-footer. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
In the hoop for his third make from the field, he's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
These are what I call rhythm shots. When Brooks nails these, it helps get him going.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Jones. 9 points last game out. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Jang, he's checked in for Valanciunas. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league. Looking here at some numbers for Clarkson. How he did last season. Put up about 17 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
Now here's Jones. And again, Memphis no good. Ingles against Anderson. Down low. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's Brooks on the wing, guarded by O'Neal. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. It's Jones on the wing. Trying to get open is Jang. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Anderson.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
To the middle, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
He's such a dependable facilitator. Conley knows it's his responsibility to share the wealth with his guys.
Conley against Jones. Brooks right side. From deep. Goes back up, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the paint, Down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Covered by Conley. The dish now to Brooks. Jones against O'Neal. Jones kicks to Brooks. Here's Jang. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And stolen by Jang. Outside, Jones. Pass to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
You're going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now the pass to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. He's covered by Clarkson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from O'Neal.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Jang inside. Gobert on him. Jang, no luck. O'Neal passes to Ingles. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now just a 2-point Memphis lead. The Grizzlies shooting just 39% in the second quarter. He's covered by Clarkson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. 4th, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Here's Clarkson. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Clarkson's got 7 points.
And the thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
Jang inside, defended by Gobert. And Jang kicks to Anderson. Gobert pulls it in. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Clarkson, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Brooks, here we go. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
The Jazz have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Memphis making a change here. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
and doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Jazz on D. And here's Winslow. 8 points for him. Here's Morant. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
Now here's Jackson. Brooks outside. Clock at 6 and out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him. Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Now here's Morant, covered by Conley. Brooks dishes to Morant. Can they get it? He hangs. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 17 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Mitchell against Brooks. Mitchell outside. And stolen by Jang. that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Jazz up 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too than missing shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
It was just Donovan Mitchell imposing his will. Physically gifted, coachable, and the man works tirelessly. So much heart in this game.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Unloads from 13. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Grizzlies trail by 5. On the wing, Brooks, covered by Mitchell. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Dishes to Winslow. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Oh, he can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
Now here's Conley. Mitchell outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Conley feeling it out. Right side, Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Gobert. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Now, here is O'Neal. He's tightly guarded, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. here's Morant, covered by Conley. Bogdanovich against Jackson. Offensive rebound, Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 14 rebounds. To the inside, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Bogdanovich against Jackson. Gobert with it. He's got 10. Shot clock at 5. Here's O'Neal, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control. And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
One shot.
That's good from Morant. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Brooks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gobert finds Conley to stop the drought. He lays it in. Conley's got 5 points so far.
The shifty nature of Conley, Greg. I mean, he uses it so well when he sees a lane open up.
Brooks with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Morant with a wide open look. Rebound, Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of... Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Nasty.
Woo.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Passes it to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Now Conley. 5 points in the game. Inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. That's 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Jazz making a change here. Clark's checked in. O'Neal against Winslow. A beautiful reverse layup. Winslow's got 13 points. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. They trail by 3. And they call an illegal screen here.
That screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in to the middle. Here's Winslow, and he banks in the layup. And it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Now here's Conley. Defense is right there. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And that one is good. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's so crafty near the bucket. You give Conley a little room to work with, he'll do his thing.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break. Here they come. Mitchell wide open. Here's Bogdanovich. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Jazz trail by 5. Now here's Conley. He has 7. He kicks it to Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And it's now 22 points for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Morant, covered by Conley. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Over Gobert. That shot misses. And Utah the other way now. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Clarkson on the wing, covered by Winslow. Right side, Bogdanovich. To the paint, Morant with the steal. In the corner, Winslow with it. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Here's Gobert. He's got 12. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for Michael Conley. And Mitchell no good on that one. Memphis leading by 3. Down low. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Now here's Davis. And here's Clarkson. Basket good. Clarkson's got 11 points.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Stolen by Mitchell. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Changing ends. I mean, Clarkson's speed can be hard to match up with.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Out to the right wing. Unloads from 13. Again, Memphis.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Mitchell against Brooks. Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. Here's Clark. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Jazz have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And the first one at the line is good. And Mitchell drops them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Mitchell. One-on-one here. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right. And I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Here's Winslow after the basket by Utah. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. .158 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Clarkson. And here again, the Jazz in transition. Up the court they go. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Morant. He's got 19. Pass to Valanciunas. Fades away. They get it back. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Excellent setup by Clarkson. I mean, hits his teammate where he could do something with it.
Memphis trailing here. 1:03 left to play here in the third. Clarkson against Brooks. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. And another basket for Memphis.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Davis up top. Back to Mitchell. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 34 points for Donovan Mitchell.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Jackson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. sinks the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. To the inside, Davis. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morant with it. From deep three-point range. He made it!
That's how you beat the clock, baby!
Yeah.
That's how you beat the clock!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, we got Joe Ingles. Davis is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mitchell in at the 1. And there it is for him. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
That's tipped. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Plays it in off the breakaway. Mitchell's got 36.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
Mitchell against Jones. Clarkson on the wing. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Hands it from downtown. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Morant. No good on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Now Jones. Outside Jackson. Kicks to Clark. And Jones has it in the corner. Clock at 6. And the pass to Jackson. And Davis pulls it down. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Bogdanovich. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Morant. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
The first free throw is good.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate. He's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Zhang comes in for Clark, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Morant. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Zhang. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty, missing both.
That's not like him at all. I mean, he's been so steady up into those.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Now here's Anderson to halt the run, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
A wildly unpredictable player. Anderson is skilled at drawing the D in and then making him get overly assertive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Chris, in his 6th season out of UCLA, small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance, shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. That one is no good. And for the longest time, the Grizzlies looking for an answer at the small forward position. 2 summers ago, they signed Kyle Anderson away from San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a unique player. He's kind of a point forward type, very effective around the rim with his length.
Now, here's Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Conley finds Mitchell over Brooks. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Anderson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
I mean, I think he's kind of a throwback kind of player, if you ask me. I mean, Anderson's nickname is Slow Mo because of his ability to slow the game down and pick the opponent apart.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Conley's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz. Anderson outside. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Shot clock at 6. Baseline jumper, and too long on the shot. Jazz leading by 10. Here's Mitchell, and the basket is good. Mitchell's got 41.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Bogdanovich against Jackson. Over Bogdanovich. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Anderson in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And Anderson gets it to go.
So good at keeping his balance. Anderson doesn't let aggressive defense get to him.
Hey, yo. Check Mike.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. There's the dish to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Poked away. Back to Gobert. Pass to Conley. The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And so it's Memphis with it. Now here's Jones. No good on the shot. Good D by Bogdanovich. Jazz leading by 13. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Another miss by Utah.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Anderson. Outside, Jones. The pass to Chang. He can't get that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 19-5 run. O'Neal with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Some changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Jang, and it's Justin Winslow in for Kyle Anderson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. Utah the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That one is off. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 13. And here's Winslow. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, his father played in the NBA. He grew up in Indiana. His father was a teammate of mine, Jaren Jackson, over at the Wizards. We took on Jordan, and those guys didn't do too well. Oh, let me get back to it anyway. But for Jaren Jackson Jr., you could say the game was in his blood and in the water.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Chris and Jaren Sr., a three-point marksman, made sure his son worked on his perimeter shooting from a young age.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Jaren Sr. And even as some of Junior's coaches wanted him to focus on his inside game, Dad knew better. He said, sooner or later, son, you're going to need that outside shot. And boy, was he right.
Winslow's shot is off. On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on a 19-7 run. Conley finds Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Mitchell's got 45 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Brooks outside. And another miss by Memphis. Utah leading by 13. They double-team Conley inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Brooks. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Jackson. Fires at the elbow. Rebound, Utah. Outside, Conley. Makes it off the glass. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Winslow. Over O'Neal. Winslow's shot is off. Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Bogdanovich. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Valanciunas, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, this is the grit and grind Valanciunas gives you. I mean, someone that isn't going to give into the defense.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
In his native Lithuania, Jonas Valanciunas is the star for his national team, making his debut at age 19, becoming the leader for his country.
Pass to Conley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Kevin, just look at the career of Mike Conley. I mean, early on, looking over his shoulder, felt his spot was up for grabs, and then a chip on his shoulder, trying to get that star recognition. Well, through it all, he stayed in the lab and kept working.
And the first one drops. And throughout his career, Chris, Mike Conley, all class and professionalism.
Yeah, Kevin, and wouldn't you say he does it the right way? I mean, he won the Joe Dumars Trophy for sportsmanship twice. And like Joe, he's still as competitive as they come.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, Kevin, that's just the veteran leadership Conley gives this team. I mean, it's tremendous, isn't it? An effective two-way player with a high basketball IQ.
The pass to Valanciunas, and that one, good. Valanciunas has got 11 in the second half.
Well, the bounce pass is the ticket there. Very nice assist.
Conley with it. He kicks to Mitchell. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Now here's Brooks. Now Morant. High arcing shot. Here's Jackson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. Now here's Conley. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Mitchell in the corner. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Brooks. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
The story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he recovers it. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Mitchell missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by John Morant. Gobert dishes to Conley. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. And the shot is good. Mitchell's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But, GA, this is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Morant, a sweet little floater. Morant's got 30.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Jazz.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Conley. They double-team Conley. Passes to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Lets it go from the wing. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. Down low. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance from you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great, you know. It's all about defense. You know, when we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get this stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.